Okay, so for today, the 24th day of Shorty September. Is this 24th day of Shorty September? It's the 24th day of Shorty September. We are reading a Fear Street book. We're reading Who Killed the Homecoming Queen, which is loosely Carrie based, which I'm for. Like, these Fear Street books are like YA and super 90s and actual shit, but I love them. I love them so much. I had so many plans for my day, for my morning, which were basically just me and coffee and bed and this book. But it's gone a bit off track, and I don't hate it. Don't hate it. I've enjoyed my morning. I went to yoga, and then James and I went to get breakfast at this like breakfast place next to yoga, and then we went to the bookstore, which was banging. Then I took Maisie for a bit of a walk and got more coffee. Like, loved it. Loved it. But now it is shit. It's 2:30. Where did that morning go? My god. It's like a time warp. What's happened? So I am only on the first chapter of this book. So if I wasn't already 2 books ahead of schedule, I would start panicking now. Because I also have to watch this movie, the movie from yesterday that was part of the half and half shorts, you know, to sort of like read the book and watch the movie. It's the Irish language film adaptation of Claire Keegan's Foster. The tater tot has gone with a neighbor friend, the girl next door. It's the girl next door's birthday, so she's gone with her and her family to England, like Forest of Dean somewhere, for a bit of a romp around and a barbecue for this whole day, basically. They're supposed to be back, like, after dinner time. So, I have roughly 3-4 hours of child-free Sunday to either read as much of this book as I can, or to watch the film and read the book. Maybe have a snack. And maybe like a light nap. Like a light nap. Ooh, I'm so excited. Because tomorrow I have to go to the office. I haven't been to the office in friggin' ages. Loads of things came up, random stuff. And then I was going to go into the office for the first time in ages. And then I sprained my ankle and then couldn't go in. Like, it's been basically a month since I've seen my office. And I'm actually going to go in tomorrow for real, like, okay? So it does mean my daytime napping privileges will be revoked for roughly a week. So, you know, if I'm gonna get it in, I gotta get it in now. But yeah, lots to do, not a lot of time to do it in. It's a good thing we're so ahead of schedule, we don't have to worry about it. Holy shit, this movie was sad. Like, the book was also sad, okay? And this movie followed the book really closely. I think because the book was so short, like I read it in basically like a little over an hour. I think because it was so short, the movie was able to stick to it quite closely, you know, instead of having to sort of fit hours worth of reading into like an hour and a half sort of slot for a movie. They could just sort of do it exactly as it is. So even though the film followed the book so closely, the film, I don't know, hit me way harder. Like the book, you know, was sad, but the movie, holy shit, like the ending, like I'm not gonna give it away. But I was just like James and I watched it together, and I think James did actually like it, even though it's like not got any like Schwarzenegger in it. Do I mean, like, there's no like Irish Stallone or anything. I think he's still enjoying it. But like I was just like sitting there like but yeah, like, it's not like a movie for everyone, mind, okay? It's quite like slow pace, slow burn, artsy, you know, that sort of thing. But if that's what you're into, I highly recommend this book or this movie. For the book, I gave it 4 stars. I think mainly because it just sort of whizzed by and it sort of ended, and like the ending just sort of hit me in the face like a fish. And I was like, but it's ended, you know. And I guess the movie, like, I knew the movie would sort of end in that way, like quite quickly and be quite fast. So book 4 stars, movie I think 5 stars. Rarely do I ever give a movie of a book like a better rating than the book itself. This might be sort of a rare time, but like both of them, both the movie and the book, amazing. Anyway, can I just share with you now where I've gotten to in my book, despite it being Sunday, a day where I got up quite early to ship my child off, so I was awake and didn't have really any responsibilities or child minding duties or work or anything at all. I could just read basically this whole day. This is where I've got to. Can you see? I'm on chapter 2. It's page 6. It's page 6. That's where I'm at. It's 7 o'clock. Okay. I think like it's so I probably could nail this book in like, you know, an hour or two. But this one, like, it's easy to read. I can nail it. So maybe I will do. We'll see. But I feel like probably not. But I don't feel bad because I'm so far ahead in my schedule that I can just not read a book today because I'm still within my book a day quota. Do you know what I mean?
It's over, Sandy. What's that supposed to mean? You want me to spell it out? She asked. Okay, I'm breaking up with you. It's over. Get it now? You can't. Sandy's voice rose. His fingers squeezed into fists again. You can't break up with me, not before the homecoming dance. You should have thought of that before you decided to fool around with somebody else, Tanya told him. I'm the homecoming queen, remember? I'm not going to go to that dance and look like a fool. If you want to go so much, then why don't you go with your new girlfriend?
This shit is awful. I love this terrible shit so much. The next afternoon, Eva stood by the big fountain in the mall and gazed around. She and Tanya had made plans to meet here to shop for homecoming dresses again, but so far, Eva hadn't spotted her friend. Of course, it's Saturday, she reminded herself. The place is packed. Tanya's probably stuck in the crowd trying to find me. Like, do we all remember what it was like trying to meet your friend in an agreed upon place in an agreed upon time without a cell phone? Because I feel like that's just brought it back for me. And the number of times that I didn't meet up with anyone, got home, used my landline phone in my parents' house to phone their landline phone to go, where the hell were you? And them go, but I was by the smoothie stand. And you're like, but I told you we were meeting in the dressing room or whatever. And then just being like, that whole day was wasted. Thank you. Thank you for this reminiscing time. I was just looking at the program for like the race events for this half marathon thing next Sunday. It's now a week away. Shit myself. But I was looking at the program and there's like events on with like bands and stuff, but it said on there specifically Welsh language bands. And every time I see that there's going to be like Welsh language bands, I think I don't really like Welsh language bands, and that kills me deep inside. I'm such like a strong advocate for the Welsh language. Like, we've given our kid a Welsh language name. She goes to Welsh language school. I do Welsh language class, you know, like every Wednesday. I'm for it, and I'm for strengthening it. But me, who loves, you know, music in loads of different languages, like I've got like German music on my thing, I've got like Spanish music on my thing, I've got like French music on my thing. Like, why is it that I can't find any Welsh language music that I like? And loads of people, every time you sort of say something like that, they're like, oh, you just haven't found, you haven't looked hard enough. Like, there's stuff for everyone in the Welsh language, you just haven't found your niche thing. And it's like, the Welsh language is so small. It only has so many people that speak it, and loads of people that do speak it are like into really indie things, you know, like indie house or like indie rock or just like, you know, folk, weird folk, stuff like that. Like, if it's gonna sort of satisfy my particular musical taste, you're gonna need to have like a Welsh language Gaga. Do you know what I mean? Like Beyonce, Lizzo, stuff like that, Celine Dion. Like, as far as I know, they don't really have that. And it's not the Welsh language's fault. It's just very small and like quite sort of, you know, you're only pulling from, you know, a pool that's so big. Like, anyone who like watches this who's like Welsh languagey, can you help me out? Like, have I asked you this before? Have I asked BookTube Land this before? I feel like I have. Because it sits on me. It weighs me down, this. Like, do you know of like a Welsh language Beyonce? Or something that would be sort of similar, or something that I might like. Because it makes me sad. Guys, I just ordered Anwen her own Abominable Book Box. So like a couple videos ago, I said about the Abominable Book Box that I get. It's like a horror book box. and one loves to open it for me, but obviously it's for grown-ups. Like the books that are in there, she can't really read them. But there's a kid version, and they only come out with it every once in a while, and they've come out with a Halloween version of it, and I've got her one. I think she's gonna really like it. It's like for kids 8 to 14, and she's 8 at the minute, so it might be like a Goosebumps book or something, which she really likes. In other news, I just spent ages shopping for the kid version of the Abominable Book Box and didn't do a lot of reading. I am currently here. Can you see? It's like a quarter of the way through. Okay, I am basically definitely gonna finish this book tonight because it's only 8 o'clock. And it's a really quick read. But I feel like with the vlog and everything, to like wrap it up, sort it out, upload it, blah blah blah, like I probably have to end it here and leave you a bit in suspense about how it ends, okay? But I'll let you know tomorrow. Like, I mean, no spoilers or anything, but I'll let you know sort of general rating and everything tomorrow. Tomorrow's book, oh fuck, I gotta go get it. Hold on. Tomorrow's book, Thorn Hedge by Ting Kingfisher, who I'm in love with now as an author. I love everything that she's written and I want to read all her stuff. I have to go to the office tomorrow, which is shit. So I have this small one, hopefully small enough that I'll still be able to read it like either tonight or tomorrow morning, so I don't have to read loads when I get back from work, because I won't really be able to read it in the office. Like, my office is pretty cool, so if I was to read it lightly in the office, I feel like that would be okay, but it might be weird. And I'll update you, obviously, on this one as well tomorrow. Okay, if you've gotten this far, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, anything for me, please let me know. I think I'm mildly behind on my comment responses, but only mildly. But don't worry, I will definitely get to that. It is a joy. It's a new joy of mine to go through the comments, and every book that's mentioned in it, just lightly add it to my growing TBR list. Thank you. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.